Hey guys, it's Eva, and we are back with hopefully more Pharaoh, so we'll just make sure this loads okay. There it goes. Awesome. And so we are proceeding with our Pharaoh mission, and the deal of the day is Perwadjyt. So let's remind ourselves of the mission.
The Thinite nobles still struggle to unite the lands of the Nile under one supreme ruler. To aid them in their cause, it is hoped that you will endeavor to establish a thriving community at Perwadjyt in the humid delta region of Lower Egypt, thus spreading their influence throughout the length of the sacred river. To support a population larger than that of a village, you must learn to use agriculture. Egyptian farmers have begun to exploit the rich, fertile soil deposited by the annual inundation of the Nile River for growing crops. The Nile can be hazardous, however. Many dangers lurk along its banks and in its waters, such as deadly crocodiles, hippopotamuses, and malaria-carrying mosquitoes.
Ooh, mosquitoes. I don't like mosquitoes. I think with good reason. I'm gonna turn down volume for me a little bit. So the other thing we learned is how to farming along the Nile. You must build farms directly on the floodplain, in order to gain the benefits of its increased fertility. Unlike most working structures, farms on the floodplain do not need direct access to employees, but do need a steady workforce of peasant laborers supplied by work camps to tend their fields. Build work camps fairly close to the floodplain farms so peasants won't have to walk too far to reach them. And so we build farms. We build work camp, and then the peasants work and go there, and then look, they bring grain. This seems fun. Each year, the Nile floods its banks, replenishing the depleted soil of the floodplain with rich, fertile mud. Mud. Rigel knows all about mud. Peasants harvest the annual crop just before the inundation and deliver it to your granaries. Because there's only one harvest per year, it is important that your city has enough granaries to store the sufficient amount of food for your growing population. Alright. So, looks like we're going to be farming this beautiful floodplain. And this beautiful floodplain. Hippopotamuses. Hippo. The hippos have nothing to say to me. Trees. More hippos. So, we're gonna need farms, we're gonna need a neighborhood, we're gonna need food, we're gonna need granaries, we're gonna need temples. We're gonna need all sorts of stuff. I'm debating on where I want to put my farming community. I'm thinking I'm gonna run the first set of farms out here. And we'll put them close to the river, because if the flood is bad, then the flood won't come all the way up, so we'll want our farms closer to the water. And then we'll build our little neighborhood up in here. Seems good? Seems fine. So we're gonna run a road right out there. And I like to set up some farms. We grow figs. Fig farms. Fig farm, fig farm, fig farm. We'll be able to run another road on the other side. Fig farm, fig farm, fig farm. It gives us 6 fig farms. And now we're going to need a work camp. And some neighborhoods. I bet you a dime nobody wants to live next to a work camp, so we're gonna have like an industry area, and then we're gonna need a housing area probably further away that looks nicer and stuff. Okay. So, we'll build a couple of work camps. Yeah, probably right next to it. I guess there seems fine. 2. We'll start with 2. And then we're going to... I sometimes like to make my neighborhood square. Because they need some entertainment. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 is good. We'll make a nice square neighborhood right up here. Woo. Nice square neighborhood right there. starting here. Houses. Block of houses. Everybody wants a temple. Temple to Osiris. They'll need a water carrier. Everybody needs a water carrier. Put that right there. Eventually they'll need a booth. And probably a juggler's school. People like to be entertained. They'll need a bazaar. We'll need employees. That is not unsurprising at all. And we'll start expanding our neighborhood on this side. And then we're gonna need granaries. Good, we've got some workers. We're going to need granaries. We're gonna want to be able to go in there, so I think we're gonna put the granary on this side, because I might need another road going out there to get into the next tier of farming area. Yeah, that'd be like right here, I think. I'm just gonna do that to remind myself that I'll probably need one. We should probably watch money a little bit, because we can't mine gold. Look at all the people, though. That's pretty good. We'll give a few of them wells until they get the rest of their stuff up and running. A few wells. There we go. There we go. Looking good. We've got
I'm ready to work.
a worker going out to the fields to plant the figs. I wish they wouldn't wander in the ways that I don't want them to wander, but this is working okay.
No priest of Osiris should have to suffer from hunger.
Poor fellow.
Even a priest needs more than prayers to be entertained.
Hee hee hee.
Without workers, we may not be able to pay Osiris the respect he deserves.
He deserves respect. He has a temple. He should be happy. So now we will just check on things. We have perfect coverage of entertainment. Our god is apathetic. He can stay apathetic for a little while. We have more than doubled our population in a month. People are flocking to the city. We produce plenty of food as long as the harvest holds out. Seems fine. That one's still not working, but that's got enough people. Seems fine for now. We can always do a little bit more later. Put a water supply in this end and their very own bazaar for when food becomes available after the harvest.
I like living here, but if I were running the town, I'd do some things differently.
Tell me more. See plenty of people out of work as I make my deliveries. Carrying water is not entertainment. I wish we had some real diversions here. I'm weak from hunger. Okay. I'm getting the picture, guys. When in doubt, more farms. I have a lot of floodplain, so I'm just gonna use it up. Might as well, right? I guess we could put in another booth. Right there. Seems fine. Oh! Before I forget and burn my village down, let's fix the whole firing and collapsing problem. Like, that's a thing. We need to make sure we do that. That's an important thing. Firehouses and architect's posts. Everybody gets one. Or three. Or three. I don't really care. Everybody needs lots of them. Risks fire. Because, as we can see, the risk of fire was growing. Risks. Damage. Collapse. Uh-oh. He should be Go the other way, you silly fool. Well, hopefully it won't screw it up too badly. There we go. We're gonna have all the figs in all the world. And now we need more workers. That's better. I don't like to have too much unemployment. There should be a job here for anyone who wants one. And I'm not gonna build more houses to solve the unemployment problem because as soon as we get food, these houses should evolve. And I don't wanna, you know, really over-flood my city. We need a population of 610 modest homesteads. So we're almost halfway to our population goal already. So I don't want to overrun the city. Our current goal is to build a granary and fill it with figs. I think we're well on our way, right?
No priest of Osiris should have to suffer from hunger.
Well, we're doing okay. Still apathetic. Probably will want another temple soon. For now, let's build him a shrine. 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 2 shrines. They will be harvested in September. So in a couple months we will get a bunch of figs. It looks like we're gonna have a pretty good harvest. I hope this side of the floodplain floods well. We'll find out. We can hold a lot of figs. 3,200 units of figs. Maybe I grew too many. I don't know. I probably grew too many. Better to have more figs than not enough figs. Always better. Alright, I think that we're in good shape right now. They're there, they're picking the figs. Look at them pick the figs. Pick the figs. You should pick your figs too. Oh no. Uh-oh, there's not enough figs. There's not enough space for the figs. We need another granary. Quick, quick. Uh-oh. What do I do? I don't want to lose the figs. Good, he's turning the right way. Okay, whoa, something happened. Many things happened.
I'm not taking these supplies any further until someone's available to unload them.
Industry. Now that you have given your people basic food and water, you can enhance their lifestyle with other goods, such as pottery. Industry and pottery. Build a clay pit close to water and build a potter nearby. Make sure these have access to labor, as usual, and before long a cart will deliver clay to the potter who will create pottery for your city. Build a storage yard to store the final product, as well as any excess clay for the potter does not need. 1 clay pit can usually supply enough clay for 2 potters. So it's a 1 for 2. Workers from the bazaar will collect the pottery from the storage yard and distribute it just as they do food. So you have a clay pit, you have a potter. Clay pit takes clay to the potter. Potter takes pottery to the yard. Bazaar lady takes pots from the storage yard to the bazaar, and other bazaar lady sells them. Industries like pottery also provide your city's inhabitants with much-needed jobs. You can now call upon your overseer of the workers to assist in allocating your workforce. Okay. Overseer of workers. We have enough jobs. We are missing many people. Well, they should move in soon. As soon as food is available to them. And she will come, and maybe when she takes it, the other guys will go? Oh, good. Whew. We're not losing our figs to the flood. Very good. We will deal with this in just a moment. I'm waiting for our food supply to stabilize. And then we will start building some other stuff. Alrighty, there they go. Our people are evolving. Our houses are doing well. They want a prettier area, so we'll give them a temple. They will get their very own temple to Osiris. It shall be right there. And now, we shall soon have more people flocking to the city. Here they come. We shall employ them as potters. Clay pit. That's not ideal. Might have run out of room a little bit. You want to try putting the clay pit up here, maybe? And potters. So we built a lot of clay pits, which means we will need a lot of potters. 4 potters? 1 for each of 2. I wish they would have turned the other way. That was unfortunate. Maybe we'll build a little neighborhood up here. Just so that they will actually get workers as they wander in their wrong direction. And we will build some things to make sure that the clay pits and all don't just fall down Bilbo. Now look at our city, it's thriving! I don't know how to make the area prettier, sorry. I could build a palace. Palaces are so expensive though, and we're kind of hurting for money. I don't really want to do that just yet, you know? I feel like that might not be the best of best ideas. We're running out of food, so I think we're gonna need some more farms. And weirdly enough... Maybe we want to send the farms in from here now. Big farm. Big farm. Big farm. Your city needs more workers. Yeah, it always does. Alright, we are almost at... No, the population goal is 600, so... Probably we'll be okay with population pretty soon. We've got a lot of farmers active. We are a little bit shy on workers, but not that many. That should improve as maybe people improve their houses a little bit more. We now have 500 residents. Wonderful. So we only need about 600 people. And we'll see how these potters go. Potters are working away.
Jobs everywhere, and not a worker to fill them.
Carrying water is not entertainment. I wish we had some real diversions here. Yeah, I agree. But I'm not totally convinced that we need to spend a lot of money on it. Osiris is congenial. We have plenty of entertainment. We are not doing so well on the food thing because we didn't store enough food, clearly. Well, hopefully they'll have a little longer to grow their figs this year, and maybe that will produce a few more figs. Sometimes it takes a year or so to stabilize your food production. We've got people moving in left and right. I don't really need them to move in. Alrighty, so this is going okay. Might take a couple years for us to stabilize, but...
I do my best to give the people what they want.
She works in retail. You can tell. Pots! Now we have pottery!
The bazaar needs some items, and I'm going to get them.
She's going to collect pots. Nothing whatsoever happens here. I wish there were more shows to see. I'm starving. Most of my customers demand food, but I can barely feed myself. I know, that's a little bit too bad, but I think we'll be okay. We've got more farms than ever. It's only March. They should grow well. We'll see what happens. We now have one unemployed worker. We have plenty of employed people. We can build them more farms in a year or so, and that'll help. Maybe we'll build another farm this year. Employees needed. Well, as soon as I think about building more farms, they tell me I need employees, so... Go figure. I didn't want that unemployed guy to be unemployed, you know? Everyone should have a job so they can afford lots and lots of beautiful pots. Or something. Alright, April. We've got a little longer to go. City seems to be doing okay. Municipal structures. Great job. You've gotten some industry up and running, and now you can think about making a few improvements to your city. Beautification can be used to make some neighborhoods more desirable, while other municipal structures can help things run more efficiently. Gardens, statues, and plazas. Statue, garden, 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 garden. Statue. By making areas surrounding them more attractive, gardens, statues, and plazas can help housing evolve. Several garden plots can be placed near each other to form larger parks. Ah, that's what that is. Place plazas on paved roads to enhance their appearance and improve desirability of the nearby land. Roadblocks. Ah, roadblock. Plop. Roadblocks can be used to guide your city's workers. Some workers have specific destination in mind, while others do not. They simply roam the streets, bestowing their benefits on any building they happen to pass. Roadblocks prevent the passage of these walkers, but allow those with specific destinations to pass through and complete their errands. Water crossings. Ooh, bloop, zoom. Ferries. Ferries can help your city run more smoothly. Carefully placed water crossings let the inhabitants of your city reach otherwise inaccessible parts of the landscape and find prey or other valuable resources. In some cases, they can just improve the timeliness of certain delivery people by shortening their journey. Cool. I don't know that we want to go over there unless we want to hunt hippos. We can't hunt hippos. So, the thing that really intrigues me is the roadblock. Because now we can prevent the unwanted from venturing into their farms. Because we don't need people roaming up and down the farm roads. That's better. And then... so we have about $2,000 left. We don't want to run out of money real too badly here. Beautification. Gardens. Look at that. Oh, look at that. They do improve. Hee hee hee. Garden. Plaza. Oh, look at the people. Here come the people. We should soon be winning. Victory. Proceed.
Superb. Your own citizens are beginning to look to you as their caretaker, and neighboring cities also hail you as a provider in times of need.
Uh-oh. Alright. 18 months. Sweet! So that was fun. Let's see where we'll be going next, and then next week we will come back and move on to the Archaic period. We finished the pre-dynastic period. Begin the Archaic period.
In scattered settlements along the sacred Nile River, powerful chieftains emerge, leading their people with strength of will and spirit to tame the wild landscape and bring forth the bounty of Egypt. Villages grow into prosperous cities. Earthen bricks, baked under the desert sun, become sacred tombs to forever house the souls of their departed nobles.
As the people who live along the Nile still struggle to survive in this harsh environment, a local king named Narmer has risen to power. Though Narmer has dominion over much of this land, full unification of the twin kingdoms has yet to be achieved. In commemoration of his accession, Narmer wishes your family to establish and govern a new city at Nekhen. This city will have temples to many of the gods of Egypt and numerous places of entertainment.
Aha! Alright, let's take a look. Beer. Well, we'll read that when we come back. And so next time we will be building a city in this desert place called Nekhen. Looks like we've got some floodplain. That's a good sign. Alright, so let's save it. Making History, Episode 3. Game saved. And... alright, I will talk to you guys next time we play some Pharaoh. Later.